Hi my friends, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's having a good day. We're gonna do the BattlBox today live. Let me show my face right here. So we're gonna do the BattlBox video today live. It's gonna be mission 36. And again, you know, done many of these BattlBoxes so far. Some of you guys love it, some of you guys like it. It is what it is. Before I get into that, make sure you check out my family channel. It's gonna be linked down below. I've been doing a lot of vlogging and things like that with the family. Just a different way to see me other than guns, survival conversations, and stuff like that. So if you want to check out the family channel, definitely it's going to be linked down below. And obviously, big shout out to BattlBox that sent this here to the channel for me to take a look at it. Again, some of you guys love it, some of you guys hate it. So far, you know, there's some boxes that has been very, very good, and there have been some boxes that hasn't been that good. If you could see me in the comment, let me know. Big Mo is in the house, so big shout out to you, sir. Always good to see you. Willie's in the house too. Big shout out to you as well. Some of you guys were with me yesterday. We actually did a live stream very late. I don't even know why I did that so late. I just, you know what, I had a question and I wanted to just spend some time with you guys, and that's what we did, and I had a good time. So this month, BattlBox mission 36 is going to be active shooter, which, you know, just by saying active shooter, I got demonetized. But active shooter and mass casualty respawn kit. So this is really interesting, really an interesting box. I haven't gone through all of this, and you know, I just saw a couple of the items that I have. But again, very interesting box. But you got to keep this in mind, guys. Active shooter and mass casualty. Some of the equipment that you're gonna have here, even though it's very cool, even though it's very, you know, awesome to have some of the stuff, keep in mind that this thing requires a lot of training. So as we see some of these medical supplies, I think, because I gotta look through the box, just keep in mind that it's not as easy as you think. Keep in mind that it requires training to do this. So again, you know, bottle boxes have different boxes. The first one is going to be basic, $24.99, advanced, $49.99. You're going to have the pro model, $99.99, and you're going to have the knife of the month, which is really cool. And I'm going to start with the knife of the month because I think it's cool. Some of you guys are not going to watch the whole video, so might as well do this. And it's going to be Fox knife FX 213, value at $150. That's a lot of money. And here's how the knife looks. And I got to tell you, I think that I'm going to do a video separately just on this knife because I really think it's a cool idea. If you notice, it has a carrier. Well, let me show you the box. So this is the box right here. And again, according to them, the retail price is $150. Obviously, I'm sure you can find it on Amazon cheaper than that. But again, that's the box, and this is the knife. So essentially what you have is that you have a carrier. And this is the carrier right here. And this is pretty cool. I haven't seen things like this in the past. I'm not... Big shout out to Roosters in the house. I'm not a big knife guy, but I like the carrier. You press here. Let me show you this. And it opens up just like this. So obviously you could put this carrier in a belt. Anything that has a mullet system kind of thing. All right. So, I mean, that's fantastic. It looks very, very solid. It looks really, really nice, and I like the carry. The knife has this orange look, and which is okay because remember, this is going to be a casualty box. So this is going to be, you know, everything went wrong, and now you are providing first aid for the people. So it could be dark, it could be, you know, bloody, it could be a really horrible situation. So having a knife that is very visible with this color is just fantastic. Now, I got a couple of good things to say about this knife because I actually dig it a lot. And I have one thing that it actually kind of destroyed the entire knife. You know, kind of, I mean, this is such a cool knife, guys. I mean, this knife is fantastic. Look at this. I mean, this thing is solid. It says ERT. And in this size, say Italy something FX 213 SS. I mean, I got to look through the specs. Liner lock. I mean, look at this thing. Tell me in the comments, isn't this thing pretty? I mean, this thing is awesome. But the thing about it that I hate, really, really hate, is the fact that if you see this part, let me bring it close. All right, right there. Obviously, that's a screwdriver, and right here you have a flat head and a Phillips head kind of thing. This part right here is sticking out. That part right there. Let me make sure you see it. All right, camera, work with me. All right, that part right there is kind of pointing. So when you hold the knife like this, and I put, you know, you got jimping right here, and I put it right here, kind of to like, you know, do some working here. I want you to see how this portion right here is like poking me, like really poking me. I mean, like really, really bad. So, gosh, I hate this part of the knife right there. I hate that Phillips screwdriver or whatever it is. I hate that. I can't believe they put it right there. Like I say, it's like poking. I mean, it really hurts. So, really dig the knife. Really dig it. Really like it. I mean, it's one of the knives that I have liked more since the BattlBox. I mean, I was like, really fantastic. The knife looks solid. It looks like I could break through a seatbelt. It looks like I could use it for rescue operation. It really does look like it's a solid knife. But that portion right here, guys, is killing me. Really, really killing me. Liner lock. Again, liner lock. And then the flipper right here is the flat head screwdriver. So, I mean, I don't like that. I really don't. I figure that, you know what, remove those tools and just keep it like a regular knife. And if I need a screwdriver, I just bring my multi-tool, or actually a screwdriver. So again, that's gonna be the knife. Really dig it. Big Mo said, file it off. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, man. That's truly what I'm gonna do. But again, very, very cool. Like that. That's the knife of the month. 150 bucks. I'm sure you can find it cheaper than that. I don't even know if it values that money or not. But let me get this. We're doing this live. So when you do this live, it's totally different than recorded. You're gonna see some of the things me moving around and things like that. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday. I had a great Sunday. I went to church like every Sunday. Pastor Mike brought it down pretty good. He did a fantastic job bringing the message. Really, really good. Let's see what else we got. Combat medic, tape, North rescue something. We got some of this. I should have organized this a little bit better, but I didn't. I don't know why, but I didn't. Actually, you know, the box this month is this color. I don't know if they, I mean, usually it's a white box. I don't know if they're trying to change it up or something. Or maybe they don't have money to pay for the white box anymore, so they have to get a brown box. I don't know. That was just a joke right there. All right. And a pack. All right, so let me see what can I see here that is going to help me out. Pro Combat Medic. Okay, so let's look at the Pro model, which is $99.99. We're going reverse, I guess. And first of all, we're gonna have a bag, Combat Medic bag. All right, this it's gonna be $64.95. That's the value they're giving to this bag right here. And I saw a couple of the videos on this bag. It looks like a pretty solid bag. Obviously, you want to have your first aid kit separate from everything else. When I was in combat, what I did was that I have boxes, you know, like ammo can boxes kind of thing, you know, like the machine gun boxes, specifically like the Mark 19 boxes. We used to spray paint it and, you know, paint like a cross red, knowing that it was a first aid kit, and we used to have a casualty kit right there. So, you know, a casualty kit is kind of different than your regular medical kit, because remember, your basic kit is just for you. Your basic kit is, you know, you have a boo-boo and you got to fix it. Boom, done, right? A casualty kit, we're talking about multiple people hurt. We're talking about a lot of people going down. Active shooter situation, you know, somebody gets hurt, several people, and you providing first aid for several people. So again, we're not talking about the regular, you know, I cut myself kind of thing and that's it. We're talking about 6-7 guys being shot, and now you're working towards all those people, which, you know, I have experience doing that, and, you know, it sucks that I have experience doing that. It's not something that I want to know, but again, having a little bag with everything inside the bag is definitely important. Now, you know what? Everything is coming. I guess I stuck to this color. With this color is, what is it? I can't even remember the name of this color. Is it Coyote or something? I don't know. Tan? There we go. You know, I'm okay with this color. I prefer the dark green for operations around here. Actually, me and my boss were talking about that. I do prefer the dark green and even black because realistically, here in the United States, you know, really, I guess depends on the part of the country you are. But some people dig this color a little bit better. You got a patch right here, or Velcro to put a patch. And obviously, you have your handle, which you could put it like this. And then you could put this portion around your waist. All right, so you could kind of put it sideways. Actually, let me see. I guess you could put it like this too, in a way, so you could have it kind of like a chest piece, and then you could work from here. I mean, it looks like it has a couple of different capabilities to do it. So again, kind of nice looking bag, has a nice pull. You have a Velcro right here, Velcro right there. Let's open this so maybe it has a surprise in the inside. Alright, so multiple compartments. I actually like this pull tag. Let me see if you can see it here in the camera. Nice little pull tags, multiple compartments. Obviously, the key here is to have it set up a specific way that you want another compartment, and have it set up in a way that you train with, in a way that you could constantly know where is what. All right, like you have a pocket on the side, you have a pocket in this side. Let me open the main compartment. I'm looking for the zipper. All right, right here. Pockets in the top, on the side. I mean, you have pockets everywhere, man. And this is all right. So look at this. So I cannot open the main compartment. So that's not good. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is cool. So open the big compartment right here, and you have some stuff in the inside. I don't know if this is part of the Pro model or not. Actually, let me give you a closer look. Alright, so you have more sizing here. I mean, it's not really that big, but it's not that small. It looks like you can put multiple things in there. This will be a cool pack, guys, if you travel and things like that. Not a lot of you guys are gonna find yourself in an active shooter situation or mass casualty. Let's face it. Let's be real. But this will be a really cool pack to have it in your house as like maybe like an advanced first aid kit, not just your basic boo-boo stuff. I'm talking like a little bit more stuff. So when you go camping or when you go out of state and things like that, you could potentially bring more stuff in a little backpack like this, right? So that's kind of cool. Let me see some of the stuff that I have right here. So that is the Pro model. Big shout out to Rooster P. Gregory's watching. Some of you guys watching live. I know this is not like a fun video, but some of you guys dig it. Some of you guys don't dig it. So let me see what else we got. All right, so that's the Pro model. I have some stuff here in the inside of the bag. You guys saw that. I don't know if it goes with the Pro model or not. I gotta figure it out. But if it does, you have patches for your blood type. Very, very important, guys, that you know your blood type. Like me, I'm A positive right here. That's my blood type. Very, very important. You have B plus or B, yeah, positive. Let me see what else you have in here. You have pretty much, it looks like you have a ton of different ones. B negative, O negative, AB negative. I mean, you name it, everything is in here. All positive, all those. This is very, very important for you to know. I think I did a video a long time ago where I spoke about that. I spoke about knowing your blood type, and essentially I said that I was involved in an operation where people got hurt really bad, and I remember the corpsman screaming, "What's the guy's blood type?" and nobody knew. So what we used to do back in those days, now all the tactical gear that you see is just crazy, right? But what we used to do back in those days is we get a Sharpie and just write it in your gear. You know, that's your blood type. But again, you know, it is what it is. You really need to know your blood type, and if you go to the doctor and you have any opportunity to ask, definitely ask, because you never know. You get into a car accident or something like that, you want to be able to say, hey, this is my blood type. All right, so we got some labels right here. don't really know what are we gonna use this. Okay, so you have some labels for, maybe I'm missing it. It says minor, minor, delayed. What else? Tell me in the comments what we use this thing for. Okay, immediate. So I'm assuming that in here what you're gonna be doing with this is marking some of the injuries that somebody may have. Minor, something, you know, a little boo-boo. Immediate, delay, immediate, like the red one, meaning that hey, you know what, it's immediate. Maybe somebody got shot and needs immediate attention. Now the thing about this is that this is kind of cool, you know, but at the same time, this has to do a lot with SOP and standard procedures that you guys use as a unit. Regular civilians, I don't even know if you're gonna get to that point, because again, you know, you may be putting this on people's arm or something, you know, put it around, and technically the EMS is gonna show up, and EMS doesn't even know what you're using this for. So I mean, kind of like a good initiative. People may use this, but remember, guys, EMS is gonna, you know, the county services is gonna have their own system how they're gonna do things. And you know, it's so funny because sometimes even as a police officer, you learn the 10 codes and, you know, 10-4, 10-6, whatever, and you go to a different police department and they use totally different codes. So yeah, this is kind of cool, but what I'm saying is that this thing has to do a lot with procedures, and this thing has to do a lot with whatever procedure the county or city have. So I'm not saying it's a waste of time, but it may be a waste of time in a way. All right, let me see what else. But again, you know, if you have a prepper team and you have like a prepper group, and you guys want to train on casualties and how to handle casualties and things like that, that may be a good thing for you to do, right? All right, so let's go to this bag right here. What do we got right here? Again, this came inside the box. Tactical Combat Casualty Care Car. Again, this is another thing. Sounds really cool, but again, it requires a lot of training. And let's look at it. Let's look at it this way. It says Tactical Combat Casualty Care Car. Name, gender, service, unit, allergy, injuries. Again, you know, you have a picture of the guy, you drive that, you put that stuff there. Treatment, you know, medication, allergies, first responder. So again, this is pretty cool. DD form 1380, October 2015. So obviously this is very cool to have. But we go back to the same conversation that I just did. This is something that is more than the advanced guy. You know, if you're a regular dude with a first aid kit, I mean, this is going to be totally different than the regular guy out there. I mean, you're going to have some knowledge to know some of this information. You know, even some of the mechanics of injury says landmine, blunt, RPG, fall, grenade, IED. So again, you know, this is kind of cool. Blood pressure and things like that, but this is very military like. You know, if you hit an IED in the United States, you probably have a lot of there's a lot of stuff going on. But RPG attack, it's really a bad day. So again, this is something, remember, mass casualties, typically when you start doing this stuff, I want you to put this into a conversation. When you start doing this type of casualty system where you sit down and actually you get a Sharpie and you start writing things up, there's a lot that comes with that. It's not just you walk in, there's an active shooter, next thing you know you pull a card, and I kind of put it in your mindset and you're writing stuff. All right, it doesn't work like that. Before you even get into this level, the area got to be secure. You got to have a 360 around you. Those people, the enemy most likely is going to be controlled to the point that you could get into writing people's information, writing things like that, because in all idea there is a medevac coming on the way to pick him up. So essentially you want to fill this up for the medevac showed up and picks him up. For example, you know, we had guys that sometimes the army, one of the attacks that we were involved, the army came over in Blackhawks or whatever and picked up some of the Marines. Well, that's when we do this stuff. So like that, the army guys pick the Marines up and they have a car address to that person, and whoever is passing information could say, okay, you know, Staff Sergeant blah 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 got hit here. This is some of the information as much as you can, right? If I put a tourniquet, when was the time that I put a tourniquet, and things like that. So this is very combat like. Again, really good if you have a prepper team and you want to train in some of those things, but in all reality, really civilian like. Most likely you're never gonna have time to fill this up, because by the time that you get to that point, by the time that active shooter gets control and all that stuff, EMS is probably gonna be on scene. Really what you really need to learn is basic survival skills, like stop the bleeding and things like that, and control that before the enemy or before the EMS show up on scene. So I don't know, that's just my idea on it. Big shout out to some of you guys watching out there. Let me continue to go through some of this information. Let me give shout out to some of you guys. Did I got the chat right? You guys are fantastic. Some of you guys are watching live. Thank you so much. I mean, really interesting box. Really interesting box. I dig it. I dig it so far. I just wanted to give you some of the ideas how you will use this box. A lot of times we see gear like this, and in all reality, most likely you're not going to use it, and most likely you don't know how to use it. That's something else. So you really need to learn how to use stuff like that. Let me put the comments here. Gerger's in the house. Rooster P. Deadshot. Hello, soldiers. Remember to keep your sock dry. OD Green. Yeah, no doubt about it, man. Firearm 101, thanks for sharing. Always find your reviews very valuable. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. So let me go and look at some of the other stuff. Advanced hollow chest seal rescue litter. Okay, so this is something that I saw here in in one of the videos, and I thought was really interesting. And this is definitely something that you guys, I mean, I found this very, very cool. This is something that some of you guys could put in a bug out pack or something like that, because I got to tell you guys, picking up a person, it takes a lot. It really takes a lot, especially somebody heavy. So as you can see, this will help you pick up somebody. So let me open this up. And boom. So you guys get the point, right? It says this. Okay, this side up. There we go. This side up. Obviously, you have some handles right here. You grab the handles. You grab all those handles, and you can put somebody there and pick it up. It looks pretty solid. Doesn't look like, I mean, it looks okay. It doesn't look like super durable, but it looks like it will do the job once or twice. Let me, there we go. That went down that way. So it looks pretty cool. That's going to be about $22. I think for the price, $22, having that, and again, putting it inside a bug out pack or some type of kit that you could use it just in case somebody gets hit and you have to pick it up, it's going to be good. Just keep in mind, you need 2 people at a very minimum. I guess you could get 1 guy and drag him out, but most likely you're going to need 2 guys. In picking somebody up and running with that person under fire takes a lot of skills. Not a lot of skill. It takes a lot of physical pain. So keep that up, all right? And we have hollow chest seal 1695, which is going to be this, contain 2 seals. Obviously, let me bring it up here. And this is what you're going to have. Obviously, is chest seal. So a wound where you got hit in the chest, you will use this. Again, this is like pretty intense. I just want to say that this is not like your basic boo-boo kid, so you need to have some really good information before you do things like this. And I want to say something very clear. You know, we get these kits, and a lot of times we say, okay, we're going to use this, we're going to train in this. If you don't have training, using things like this could pretty much hurt somebody. It really could. You really need to understand this type of gear, and you really need to put it in an idea in case you got to use it. And I got to tell you guys, I work as a police officer, military police officer. I spent a long time on dispatch center, really long time, and I dealt with the dispatcher. And one thing that I wanted to mention was that being with the dispatchers, they do have a procedure that they use. So if you ever find yourself in an active shooter or something like that, and you call the dispatchers, just keep in mind that a lot of them, are going to tell you what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. So a lot of times they have cards that they follow, and they will be able to help you, giving you some information for you to do this. So again, you know, you may be saying, hey, look, I have some type of chest seal, and they may give you some information on how to use this. I'm not really sure, but the point is that keep in mind that some of those people are going to help you. Mateo is in the house. Big shout out to Mateo. Just going through the battle box, brother. This one that we just got is a Casualty box, and it has some good equipment overall. But I was just talking about how important it is to know how to use this equipment. Sometimes we buy equipment and we don't even know how to use it. So, all right. So let me see. I think we're going into the basic box, 25 bucks. This is what you're gonna get in the basic box. Let me open this up that I have here. First time opening this up, so again, you know, I don't really didn't open it up and look at it. First of all, this is a trauma dressing emergency, so maybe 6-inch. Yep. Okay, this is gonna be about $4.60, and it's a North America Rescue 6-inch trauma dressing. All right, so you have not much to say about that. So you're gonna have this. You're gonna have the battle tag tactical glove dispenser, 10 bucks. So obviously this is multi system right here. This is actually kind of cool. Set it up through your gear. Open this up, and you have gloves in here. And again, you know, close it back up, and then you have a hole right here, and you will be able to take some of the glove out. I actually like this pouch a lot. I think it's kind of neat. I never seen something like this. Maybe not only for glove, but maybe we could find something else to use this pouch for. You know, Marines always find a way to use gear. So I think this pouch is kind of cool. I don't know if I will put glove, but I think I will put something else in there. I don't know what, but that's gonna be about 10 bucks. We got some shears, medical rescue trauma shears. This is right here, guys. I don't know if this is a good one or not. This one is $6.99. So obviously it's not like a top of the line thing, but this is by far one of the top gears that I like in my entire military career. I mean, this thing's cut through anything. And if you ever seen some of the videos that I say, you know what, some of my favorite gear in combat, one was a headlight. I love having a headlight. I use it all the time. A multi-tool, and this. I mean, this thing will cut through anything. I cut my MREs. I cut it close. We medevac people's, you know, a bunch of stuff. I mean, these things are fantastic. So I'm actually glad that we have this, because I don't even have a set. But obviously I recommend having a pair of this big time, because like I said, they're really, really cool. And the last thing, let's see, tourniquet pouch. Okay, tourniquet pouch right here. And keep in mind that this is orange, and again, it gives you that visibility. If I would have had, I had a set of this in my gear in combat. I actually had it in my flight jacket, like right here. And like I said, I use it all the time. I wouldn't use it orange. Obviously, kind of give not my position away, but it's visible. I don't want a sniper to take me out. So for that situation, no. But remember, we're talking about after the fact. Casualty, we're doing casualty respond. I mean, the bad thing already happened. So, you know, having something like this, it gives whoever's the guy providing first aid visibility of it. So I'm not opposed to that. Obviously, here we have a tourniquet pouch, which is $6.99, and then the shears were $9.99. So that's cool. Put it right here. Again, you know, boom, done. I mean, very, very cool. I do like that it's pre-marked. I kind of like that, and it looks to me that you could use it multiple different ways. You could put it this way, or with this loops going this way, you could probably put it this way as well. So you may be able to carry this in your basic, just like this, carry this in your basic belt, you know, your combat belt. So boom, done with that. And then we have the triage light, which is $12.99. This is the last item that is going to be on the basic box. Let me open it up here real quick. And again, you know, I dig it. I kind of think it's cool, but this is a lot of, oh, look, it says made in China. So, remove the Y, flip over. Okay, so let me see how this little trio market. Okay, so this is a LED light. So obviously you put it in somebody's body and it's gonna flash. So that would be pretty beneficial at nighttime. You know, situation like what happened in Vegas. Putting a few of this on people, and it will give visibility to the other guys. All right, we need to find this guy because it's red and it's immediate and things like that. So this is kind of cool. I actually like this. I've never seen this in my life, so I think it's cool. So Mateo says, if you're watching, please hit the like button. Thanks, Mateo. Appreciate that. You know, after 4 years of you doing YouTube, I should remember to tell people to do that. So, all right. So, guys, I got to tell you, BattlBox. The way I feel about BattlBox, I said it many, many times by now. I mean, I'm tired of saying this. The way I feel about BattlBox is simple. If you have extra money and you want to buy a box and you get surprised about these things, go for it. If you don't, this is this box completely is $150. Now, I'm a dad. I got 3 kids. I got a gorgeous wife. I don't have this type of money to be spending $150 just because of fun, right? I have preps that I want to take care, and I know exactly the preps that I want to do. So, you know, like guys like me, guys like Mateo, guys probably like Wicked, and guys like that know exactly what they want, how they want it, what they need for their preparation. Probably is not a good thing because we know what we want. I'm not saying that if you have it, you don't know what you want, but if you want to get surprised and you have extra money, go for it. If you are very, you know, you like to spend your money on a specific thing, go like that. Because like me personally, I like to spend my money on what I want. I don't want to get surprised. My wife sometimes says that I'm boring in a way because I don't want no surprises. This is what I want and how I want it. Like when I go and buy a gun, I know what gun I want, what model I want, and exactly what I want. I don't want no surprises. So I'm one of those guys. So to me, BattlBox is now the best thing. But I totally get it. Some of you guys want to get it because you have extra money and you like the surprise. They do give you cool gear sometimes, and sometimes they give you gear that is not good. I mean, that's just it is. It's kind of like a gamble in a way, right? It really is. But at the same time, some of this gear that you saw here in this video, and this is the last thing I'm going to say, some of the gear that I see here in this video is really cool, could be very beneficial, could work pretty well, but just keep in mind that you need training. You know, putting a chest seal in somebody's body is not like putting a bandage in your kid because he got a little cut on his finger. It takes a lot. So don't get this gear. Totally don't get this gear and be like, all right, I got this, so now I think that I'm ready to deal with a casualty event. I'm ready to deal with an active shooter. It's not like that. I mean, again, like I say, you know, even when they do this, EMS won't even show up into the areas clear. So I remember, you know, dealing with mass casualties, but before we even dealt with mass casualty, we had a 360-degree security with machine guns pointing out and making sure the enemy was going to not attack us again so we could do the work, right? So, I mean, it's not just mass casualty. There is a lot to do when it comes to this. So I wanted to mention that so you don't have a false sense of security. Sometimes people get gear and they have a false sense. Sometimes people get stuff and they go like, oh, I'm good, you know. I got a Glock 19, so I'm good. I could take over zombies. It's not like that. It's totally not like that. But again, you know, appreciate BattlBox. They send the box here to the channel for testing and evaluation, or just to show it to you guys. Actually, BattlBox is just to show it to you guys. So we definitely appreciate that. Big shout out to all you guys out there. You guys were watching live. I appreciate the support. Mateo, I'll see you on the next one, brother. And I appreciate you watching. Rooster P, Gregory, Willie, Deadshot, Firearm 101, Big Mo, all you guys. I appreciate you guys watching. I think I'm going to do more live streams. I haven't done live streams in a while. You guys probably noticed that. I've been kind of like away from the live streams just because I've been busy, but I do enjoy doing the live streams, so I need to get back more into that. I got a couple of guys that subscribed to Patreon yesterday. I appreciate that. Some of you guys, I got 2 guys that started donating to Patreon yesterday from the chat that we did. Jimmy and Captain Savage. I appreciate you guys donating money to the channel, helping me do that. So again, I appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned We got a lot of videos coming up. And as always, guys, God is in control.